JJJinks!
Truck stop!
Welcome to the Summer 2022 Smoky Mountain Knife Works catalog. And on the cover, an exclusive model from ProTech. Blue, looks like a fat carbon inlay. It's the Godson automatic 6061 T6 aluminum handles, whatever that is. An Arctic Storm fat carbon inlay. $250. My goodness. I probably would own a ProTech by now, but they're just bloody expensive. We're going to see some new Master Cutlery swords, some new Swiss Army exclusives, and the Queen. Perhaps this is to celebrate the Jubilee. Alright, right out of the gate, we have our ProTech automatics. Right by the Microtech automatics. Well, here we have the other Godson in red fat carbon. Let me see if I can do something more about this lighting situation. Alright, well, we have a Pro Strider. I don't own any Strider knives. I'm intrigued a little bit by the handle shape, but they are bloody expensive. And here we have the Godfather, just like the Godson, but longer. Looking at the Microtech, we got our Exo sets. These look like the Star Wars sort of themed ones. Yeah, see, the Jedi Knight, the Jedi Master. Because when Luke became the Jedi Master, he got the green lightsaber. And you got your Ultratech OTFs. Here's the SOCOM Alpha. Is it a fixed blade knife? I think it's a fixed blade knife. Huh. And a couple of really expensive pens. $175 for a pen. It looks little. How long are these? 4 inches long. Well. Oh, you know what? Since I said I've been wanting to try one out, why not the Strider? Alright. Moving on, we have a full page of case knives. Well, assuming that their quality control improves a little bit, I wouldn't mind getting a Stockman. I only see a couple. This is the kind with the more squared off bolsters. I kind of prefer my Stockman with the rounded ones. I prefer my Stockman with the rounded bolsters. Oh, you know what? I've been curious about these too. These swing guard style ones. So why not go with a cheetah? And I do like the bone stag style down here. That kind of rough cut jigging. That's a handsome look. I would go with that. That's only $93. I mean, I would expect good quality control for that price. Oh, more case. Okay, we've got Peach Seed Jigged Mediterranean Blue Bone, Pocket Worn, Seahorse Whittlers. So it's basically like 2 blades on the tapered end and a big Warncliffe style blade on the bigger bolster end with a serpentine handle. What do we got over here? Just a bunch of random things. Oh, I gotta go with the Space Force knife. Absolutely gotta add that to my Space Force collection. The Space Force Trapper, so you can spay your alien cattle. Bulker. And more Bulker. So over here we have the German-made Tree brand ones. And over here we have a bunch of different looking ones. Here we have not Higo no Kamis. They're Zenshin. But are these friction folders? It doesn't say. They kind of look like modernized Higos. We have a couple of different handle materials on this side. Black smooth bone and dark blue jigged bone. This razor jack looks kind of interesting. It's kind of like a cross between a trapper and a Barlow. And it's got one of those razor, what do they call these blades where it's like a nub at the end? I can't remember. Oh, I guess that makes sense. It's a razor jack. Well, let's look over on this side. We have some frame locks with what looks like micarta scales. Folders. This one looks interesting. What is this thing? The Slike D2 push button lock. So I guess it slides forward out of the handle. So sort of like an OTF. Well, I guess technically it would be an OTF, just not automatic. That sounds pretty neat. I'd like to give this one a shot. The Slike for $60.76. All right, we got Cold Steel on the right, Bear and Sun on the left. For $50, you get your choice of these watermelon-looking handle scales. And then we got some Delrin. Over on the Cold Steel side, we've got the Tiger Claw, the Tylite, classic, massive Voyager Vasquero, the Raja 3, and a bunch of other little ones here. A little neck knife collection going on down here. This is a tough one. I actually do not have a Tylite. That design's been around just forever and has been often copied. It's just kind of a classic look. The Voyager is large and obnoxious, but with a very unique looking handle, and for that, I like it. Look at the massive bolster on this Barlow. I like it. I think I'm going to go with the Tylite. I feel like I need that in my collection. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. CRKT versus Kershaw. Well, where do we begin? I like this look. Kind of reminds me of the CRKT's Fossil, that sort of pounded metal look. This is called the Lanny. Don't recognize any of these, but we have the Nishi. That looks pretty interesting. I like this kind of look. I forgot what that's called. When it's got that, was it a Hamon? I can't remember. Oh, I've actually kind of been looking at this one too, the Scribe. It's just like a little, it looks like a USB thumb drive, sort of. That's a fun little one that you can get for cheap. On the Kershaw side, we have something called the Ferrite. So, something new to me. Haven't heard of that one. I've heard of the camshaft. The capsule. That's a neat looking one. That's another one of them sliding out the front ones. The spoke. The Lightyear. See, this is the one that they had on the cover last month in cool colors. The purple and the green. But then it had that weird candy cane striped pocket clip that I didn't care for. Oh, I kind of skipped over this one. The Hisatsu. So I have a knife that's sort of like this. It's called the Hi-Ho, or maybe it was the Mini Hi-Ho. It's kind of a vaguely Eastern, rather, inspired design. And I like the blade because it's vaguely Tanto-ish. I think it would be better if it didn't have that abrupt change in angle right there. That's the reason why I didn't go with the Hogue Deka that has kind of the same thing going on. And just I'd rather have, you know, a smooth transition in the angle. Well, if I had to go with any of these, just because it looks the coolest, I think I'd go with the Nishi. For a little bit less than $50, a skull bead accent, which I do not see in here, but that is a bonus. All right, we got Schrade and Smith & Wesson. Okay, this is going to be interesting. These knives look really interesting. So this is new stuff from Schrade, evidently, and I don't recognize any of it, so I guess it's all new. The Slingshot, I don't think I would like this one. The handle just kind of looks too big. I don't know, kind of goofy angles going on. It could be really comfortable though. I don't know. The Shutter, the Inert. This one looks kind of crazy. I don't know how comfortable that jimping would be and then serrations with a Tanto. No thanks. These two are vaguely kind of like the QSP penguins, sort of. At least that's what they look like to me, kinda. I do like the handle material. That's a neat two-color thing they got going on. And then a couple of little ones. They're calling this one the Roadie. Spyderco makes a knife called the Roadie that I really like and I don't have. This just looks cheap as hell. Kind of reminds me of, there's a knife that Bud K has been selling forever, and it's like a neck knife with this Smith & Wesson. We have a couple of OTFs. This one looks cool. It's like a spear blade with some recurve action. Almost like exaggerated serrations going on. This one looks vaguely like a gun, and they're calling it the Model 325 revolver frame lock, so I guess that's on purpose. Got your HRTs, a little one. Yeah, kind of a neck knife thing going on. A boot knife neck knife. A boot neck knife. Well, I think I would go with the crazy looking single action OTF that they got going on right here. That looks interesting. $52 each. And we got a double panel of Benchmade. Well, we have an Essie looking knife going on up here. The Emissary. That looks like it might be a push button automatic. Yeah, it says axis assisted opening, and it looks like it's got a button in there, maybe a safety, I don't know. And you got your classics, Osborne's, the Bailouts, the Griptilian, and over here you have the Adamas, Arcane, Bug Out. Haven't heard of this one before. The Fact, Mini Barrage. Yeah, I'd like to get a Mini Barrage actually. That looks. I'm familiar with that knife. I know someone who has one. And the Proper, which is a very, very expensive slip joint knife. Oh, that's not a Griptilian actually. That's called the Mini Boost. What's this about? It is assisted opening, axis lock, yada yada. Or we can get a fresh bottle of blue lube. Yeah, I feel like with Benchmade you can't really go wrong. Especially when you're playing this game, because I'm not actually buying this stuff, because a lot of it's just overpriced. I think I would like to see what the Adamas is about. And this kind of desert and OD green look is pretty cool, so I'll go with that one. $252. Gerber and Revo. I actually do have a knife by Revo. It's this one. Came in a Smoky Mountain Knife Works monthly package, and I was not very impressed with it, so I will not be getting that one. Up here we have a fastball. I was going to say that kind of looks like a flat iron, but it's an Asada. Highbrow. Look at this nubby thing. The Keynote liner lock. That is cute. The Revo knives have a cool look to them, but I'm not so sure if I would actually like any of these. Maybe this one. I like the color. Well, for this page, I'm just going to go with this one. The Gerber Keynote, just to have this little nubby guy on the keychain. $23. Viper and Lion Steel. I'm familiar with Lion Steel, not as familiar with Viper. Let's see what they got going on. Bunch of interesting names. This one is called the Odino. This one's called the Kiyomi. And then these slip joint knives are called Hug. Oh, this handle looks kind of cool. This is the Lily? Lilla. I don't know. It's $160 though. And on the Lion Steel side, we got your fixed blade knives. I guess this is stuff that's specialized for bush crafting. The Best Man slip joint. And we got some folding knives. The Mito Blackout. Oh, okay. Just for the name alone, I'm gonna go with a hug. I'll go with the burgundy color handle too. $217? It's like $4 more expensive than the one in green. Huh. MKM and Real Steel. Okay, let's see if MKM's got anything new going on. You know, for a long time I only ever knew them for their Isanzos. And then they've come out with new stuff. This one's the Gotcha. The Clap. That's another one, just for the name. The Edge. I feel like I've carried enough knife kind of like this before, and I did not like it. And then your Isanzos. Over here at Real Steel, you have some fairly reasonably priced knives, but are they good? Well, you got a G10 slip joint knife, another slip joint folder. This, okay, nothing too impressive. There's some kind of patterning going on with this handle. This one's called the Pelican. And you got a knife roll down here kind of randomly. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go with the Clap. Because how fun is it to say, hey, I got the Clap. I went to Smoky Mountain Knife Works and all I got was the Clap. Ooh, yeah, we got Healy knives here. I almost ordered one of these. And then over here we have Beyond EDC. Oof. A knife company that actually incorporates EDC in its name. It's going to be gimmicky, I think. But, yeah, Healy knives, they come out of Finland, I think? Norway, rather. I almost ordered, I think it was like one of these two or similar for when I put together my own SMKW mystery box. I ended up not getting it because when I had it in my cart at first, it was on sale. And then like a month later when I finally pulled the trigger and made the purchase, it was no longer on sale. And I was like, now I kind of don't want it. But honestly, I only wanted it because of how cool the handles look. Just imagine that like neat pattern with the polished wood. It's just attractive to the eye. So for that reason, I'll probably get one of these. I think this might have been the exact one, the Feldniven. But let's have a look at what Beyond EDC has to offer. We have a stately looking frame lock knife with a bunch of speed holes in it. A couple of very curved folding knives. These are called the Sunder. And down here we have a natural G10 or jade scaled knife. These are awfully reminiscent of an Ifengro knife that I've seen before. Kind of like one of these. With like that line going down the middle. Kind of blocky look to it. Yeah, we'll talk more about this knife another time. We have Honey Badger's got new stuff. Holy shit. Oh, I'm excited. And over here is Concept. I'm going to start on the Concept side because, wow, these knives are expensive. We have something called the Convict. That's a cool name. A very Warncliffy, big, thick Warncliffe thing going on. And we have another knife that's called the Pelican with a similar swooping edge. This knife looks nice. I like the look of the steel. The Shard. Anyway, enough about them. Let's get to the Honey Badgers. What are you? Flipper liner locks. And they all have Tanto blades, like a drop point Tanto kind of thing going on. Satin finish, 8CR13 MOV, so it's a budget stainless steel. $45 and $42. Okay, so these are large, these are medium, and in the style of Honey Badger, they're all pretty much the same, just a different color. And they got that D-shaped eyelet thing. So what's different about these than their normal lineup? I guess it's the blade shape. Huh. Well, I'm a little bit less excited now just because, like, oh, it's you know, it's a honey badger knife. It's just like one of these, but with a different blade on it. Oh well, I mean, it's something new from a brand that I really like. So if I were to pick one, you know what? I have a medium. No, I don't think I have a medium. I think all the honey badger knives I have are small, which I like. It's like perfect for my hand. So why not go big? Perhaps I got one in brown already. I got one in blue already. Let's try green. Done. Bradford, USA. Pretty much all these knives kind of almost look the same. Well, this one's got like a Warncliffe blade, some drop point blades, sheep's foot blades, and more drop point blades, sheep's foot for these two. I guess I'm just gonna have to go by the handle material, because other than the size and the shape, they're pretty similar. And I think my favorite material looks like this one. I mean, they're all some kind of G10 micarta something or other. Yeah, these are all micarta, it says. So, yeah, I would go with this one. Fixed blade, kind of a broomstick handle going on. Ooh, something a little different. Campcraft Outdoors. And then over here we have Mora. Well, I'm plenty familiar with Mora. This one looks different than what I've seen before. What is this? The Bushcraft Series 2000. Yeah, kind of a different handle shape. That's cool. Oh, what's going on here? The floating boat knife. Whatever floats... Yeah, you know the line. It looks like the handle is made of cork. Yeah, it's a cork handle to give it buoyancy. That's cool. Yeah, I applaud that. I have been wanting to get my hands on an Eldris, but I haven't spotted one in the wild yet, and I don't feel like ordering one. It's just kind of a... It reminds me of a canopy knife, which is like from... They put in planes back during like the Vietnam era, and they were made to like bust out the window of the canopy of the plane in case the canopy didn't come off on its own. And they're kind of a collector's item now because it's like war memorabilia, but it was actually a very dull knife. It was meant for bad, breaking and not really cutting. But anyway, looking back at this Campcraft stuff, we have a utility mat for $35. It's just a waxed canvas pad. I mean, I could see the utility in that. What do we got here? Pot and skillet carriers / forage bags. So these are just like heavy duty outdoor bag things. A Campcraft fire kit. Look at all this stuff. You get tinder, fat wood, so you can start fires with that. Fire starters, terry cloth. This is it's exactly what it says it is. A fire kit for $70. Or you can buy a lighter for like $1. But this is more fun. I think I kind of want the cork knife. Just because, like, that's a new concept. That's a paradigm shift. I'm all about it. Okay, we have Essie. This is another knife brand where, like, I really should have one. I don't, and I just haven't gotten around to it, I guess. I'm very attracted to their brightly colored ones. I'm not sure if I would want the orange or the green, but look at these handles. They're just hypnotizing. But I like the blade shapes of something like these better, the Gibson ones. Or I just think that blade would just work so well in an outdoors camping bushcraft situation. If only they made that with, like, that. If they married the two together, which they probably do, I'm just not as familiar with their lineup. I've heard really, really good things about the Azula. Like, that's a knife that, like, people post about a lot on Reddit these days, and it goes over very well. Well, with the classic SE lineup, it always comes down to the size. Do you go with the 3, the 4, the 5? I think if I were to have to pick one, I would go with the 3. I don't want to go too big, but then again, it's a fixed blade bushcrafting thing. Maybe bigger is better. You know, we'll compromise and go with the 4 in Venom Green. Yeah. $126. 9 inches overall. Alright, these pages look a little busy. We got K-Bar. K-Bar everything. Okay. There have been a couple of new things out by K-Bar that have caught my eye. Let's see if this page captures any of it. We have a gunny knife with, which is just a massive chopping machete kind of thing. Commando fixed blades. Okay, classic fighting knives. Kukris machetes. You got that gun tool. I actually gave that to Tristan Barnett, I think. I thought it was notable because it kind of reminded me of like one of those old World War I track tanks kind of deals. Got a hobo tool. I have this one. That wrench knife. Oh, you got your classic dozier. Throwing knives. Yeah, they're getting into everything. Emergency whistles that look like little fighting knives. That's cute. Well, yeah, I was hoping to see, so you know how like they make this like tactical cookware, like here's like the tactical spoon, and they have like the tactical chopsticks and all that. I saw that they make a tactical pizza cutter, which has like the K-Bar handle but a pizza cutter, but that is not on this page, so I can't get it. Which one do I get? Well, I have been wanting to get a dozier, but I wouldn't want it in this color scheme. So I think last time I picked the spoon that has the hollow handle. I think I gotta go with this one because it's called the Dessert Destroyer. It's an ice cream scoop. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a spoon, but no, it is an a tactical ice cream scoop. The Dessert Destroyer. Yes. $13. We got White River Knife and Tool. Puma SGB. Okay, so these are kind of hunting knife looking things. A lot of fixed blades, and here we have some folders that resemble classic buck style 110s or 112s or whatever. And then randomly a $75 Stockman with synthetic stag handle. That's pretty much every Stockman these days. But again, I prefer mine with the rounded bolsters. We have a pretty gnarly looking fixed blade up here. Look at that handle. That's handsome looking. This one looks pretty good too. The Coyote, $164. Oh, coming back over here, we have some big old camp cleavers for $250. Wow. These are pretty neat looking. These actually kind of look like the Azula. Except, are they more or less expensive? They're way more expensive. My eye has been drawn to this one. It's a small game hunter in green micarta for $160. Again, it's that mesmerizing scale. I just love it. That's the one I would get. Moving on. Oh, and here we are with the buck knives on both pages. Okay, we have our 110 and 112 slims. This is a neat looking knife. I like that red wood with the blue shield. This is the Vantage. Okay, I have heard of this. Also available, something else that's a little more money. Not shown. Okay. And then you got your Bantams. This is new to me. A Budgie. 417 Budgie frame locks. These look like little ones. I don't like that cutout. I don't like it. Here's the one of their legacy collection, so it's more expensive, and that's it. This is the 212 Ranger. Up here, another piece from their Legacy collection. So, again, just more expensive. It's the Sprint Ops. Not familiar with that one. The Buck 250 Saunter. Limited. So I guess this is a limited edition or something. It's a slip joint. Yeah, this is new stuff to me. Good on them. Sprint Pro liner locks. Okay, these are getting expensive. Sprint Select. So these the Select, is that the one where you change the blades out? I can't remember. And we have the 50th anniversary edition of the Buck 112. What do I go with? Well, I really like this handle, so I would go with this knife. Is it a flipper? It looks like it's got a flipper tab. Is it even a folding knife? I'm not sure. I'm not as familiar. Oh, yeah, it says right there, liner locks. So I'm guessing that's a flipper tab? I just want the handle. Okay, we get to our centerfold. What are we doing here? The Marilla? Oh, it's a Magna Cut steel. Magna Cut is so in right now. This is Case's lineup of their kind of new style knives. We have a really cool, like 4-color fat carbon inlay. I see white, black, red, blue, and gray. So, yeah, 5 colors. That's a neat look. It kind of reminds me of the Predator Vision, like heat signatures and stuff. Available on June 3rd. This is called the Nebula Fat Carbon Inlay. Very cool. I'm not sure how I feel about these newer style knives coming from Case. I mean, I'm glad they're doing something different. I just hope they're good and not too expensive. Oop. We're going this way. Alright. We have a page for Duke Cannon Supply Company. Oh, it's like soap and stuff. Okay. It's like hygiene stuff, showering. But over here we have Victorinox stuff, so we'll probably get something from this panel. What's this? This is a Bigfoot knife, but it's kind of a new design. It's got, you know, the Bigfoot pose with literally a Bigfoot in the background. That's cool. That's different. And it's a tinker. Here we have a honeycomb one with honey kind of dripping down. A watermelon. I like this because like the one side is not the same as the other, which normally I don't like, but for something like this, it really works. Tons of classic SDs and a silicone case for your classic SD, so you can carry it on your keychain like that. I like that. If I used classic SDs more, I might be inclined to get one, but I don't. Oh, and here we have an ALOX, a brown ALOX SD Classic. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bigfoot Tinker, $32. And more Victorinox. Wow, the Swiss Champ has a lot of things in it. Well, we got the German army soldier knife, which, I don't know, is that a... Oh, yeah, okay, so it's got that logo in the middle. Yeah, I got another knife with that logo. It's like the East Germany or West Germany. I can't remember which one. Anyway. And then we have some limited edition for 2022. Look like black ALOX knives going on. And on this side we have like those newer style 2-panel multi-tool things going on. Nothing really jumping out at me, so I think I'd like to go with one of these special edition ALOX ones, but which one? I'd guess the Pioneer X. Yeah, that's a cool looking thing. Alright. Who made you guys? Oh, this is more Victorinox. And then we have the Dragon King spread. I think this has been in like the past 3 catalogs. A little bit LARPy, but oh, this is Magnum actually, the Boker brand. Okay, they're getting into it too, I see. Oh, I don't really care for swords. But then again, we already looked at Victorinox stuff. Let's see if there's anything that really catches me. Nah, not really. Alright, swords it is. We have the Wasteland Gladius sword. That brings visions of Mad Max to mind. Why is there a picture of a scale? Heavy, bulky items, additional shipping may apply. Oh, okay. They're big and heavy. What is this thing down here? The Blind Samurai. Red lacquered scabbard and wood handle. Wow, if I have to go by name, it's kind of a toss-up between these two. I guess I would go with the Wasteland Gladius. It's like a Roman barter town kind of situation. Oh, my goodness, look at all these swords. Master Cutlery. They make knives for like truck stops and stuff. And now they're making swords, if it's the same place. Gosh, they make a lot of these. Ah! I'm going with this one. It's from the Hattori Hanzo collection. The Bride's Sword. So this is like a Kill Bill sword. Definitely going with that. I don't really care enough to go through the rest of them. Oh, and then we got some gun accessories, which I don't own a gun, so I'll get that one. $300. My goodness. Holographic sight. Ah, we've come to Hogue Buck. Okay, what do we got at the top here? This is the discontinued X04. This is the knife with that funky recurve thing going on. I don't care for it. And then a whole bunch of Dekas. I basically got this one, but with the clip point blade. Yeah, here's that Tanto-ish thing I mentioned. If it were just flat, I definitely would have gotten it. Oh well. We have a random Heckler & Koch knife that's discontinued. The Karma Rescue? Interesting. These are the automatics. I remember going through these last time, and I think I went with one of these OTFs. Let's see what Buck... Oh, these are the Buck automatics. Yeah, I remember when the 110 auto came out. It's like more than double the price of the regular 110, but they sold like instantly, because who doesn't want a push button Buck 110, you know? But then again, I really like the color on this one, the micro flip. That's a tough choice. If this wasn't here, I would go with the micro flip in, you know, this nice baby blue or aquamarine. But I might have to go with a push-button automatic. So the question is, 110 or 112 with what finish? I think I'd go with the 112 with the nickel silver finish on the bolsters and the black G10 handle. $229. Why is it more expensive? I guess it's just the materials. I don't know. We have more Benchmade automatics, and Camoran. I did get a knife or two from Camoran, and I was not impressed. Actually, it was this one. I did not like it. Benchmade automatics. Okay, they have the Infidel. Here's a new OTF, the Shootout, for $270. It's made from Crewware, and it's an OTF. Yeah, the Autofact, the Adamas's. I remember seeing something about the AFO. It's like a push-button version of, kind of reminiscent of their older models, the Auto Spike, sort of, because of the lines and the scales. But some of these Kamaran knives are kind of neat looking. Like, I like the handle on this one. These look like they'd be comfy. They're just called Tactical Liner Lock and Tactical Frame Lock. I think I just... I don't know. Well... let's go with this Auto Fact. It's kind of slimmer looking and spikier, like a spear, sort of. And it's out the side. Is it automatic? It's out the side, Auto Fact. I'm going to assume it... well, that just means it's open assisted, or is there a button? Well, let's get it. $360? Jeez. Benchmade. Alright. Multi-tools and flashlights. And what is this? A spark plug or something? Oh, it's a ratchet driver. Okay. Not too much into these. I already got the scissors that one time. Let us go with... yeah, I hear about the Wave all the time. Let's get the Wave for $110. Done. Alright. Spyderco and Spyderco. Oh, I've heard about these. They're issuing, or reissue. They're making the military model, which harkens back to a very old design. But they're new again. So it's basically a much longer PM2. Kind of like the Endura, I suppose. Just massive thing. And they got different finishes for the blades and the handles. The Digicamo one actually looks pretty handsome. What kind of lock does this have? Has it got the compression lock or what? I'm assuming it does. It doesn't look like a liner lock. So, I will just assume that. We got the Sage 5, Pacific Salt 2, which kind of looks like a large Delica to me. And back over here, we have the Siren, the Mannix 2. I actually do not have a Mannix, believe it or not. Oh, a Dragonfly 2, Warncliffe, the Ambitious. These are popular. These are sort of like the Tenacious, but smaller, and people love them for that. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Persistence. Well, they're both smaller than the... yeah. And a Black Bug. Well, I think I gotta check out one of these military knives. I'd go with the Digicamo G10. Just because it's kind of classic-ish for Spyderco. I'm not huge into camo for my knife handles, but there's just something about the way it looks. I like it. $171. Oh, here we have a whole bunch of Zippos. We got a Dragon Lady, an SMKW logo. PBR. Oh, no, that's Jim Beam. Wrong type of booze. Some older looking, like, World War II poster things. This nautical tattoo one's pretty neat, gotta say. And then we got a bunch of Playboy ones. I guess these are old cover photos. What do they call them? Centerfolds, maybe? I don't know. I like the hippie chick. She looks gnarly. There's the PBR one. And then, I like this one. It's kind of vaporwavy. And car stuff. Gadsden flag ones. With a bit of a distressed look. Well, if I honestly had to get one of these, I think I'd go with the nautical tattoo one. I just love that look. That is neat. $35.66. Okay, we got Rough Rider now. Rough Rider, a lot of variety on this page. Let's start up here. VG10 folders. You asked for VG10 and we heard you. We have a black and blue motif going on. So that's that blue part is aluminum and the black part is oh, they're both aluminum. Oh, okay. So your classic lineup, we got the Trapper, the Stockman, the Lockback, and a Wharncliffe knife. This one says it's new. Well, so does that one. Interesting. I don't know. They look like they might be a bit slippery with that aluminum. We got some leftovers from St. Patrick's Day. Malachite and Pearl. Down here we just have exotic trappers. I never really got into file worked stuff. It just kind of seemed a little bit, I don't know if obnoxious is the right word. It's a bit gaudy to me, a bit over the top, and I imagine a lot of crap probably falls in there. I do have some knives that have file working, but it's also, it seems kind of gimmicky, like, oh, it's got file working, so that makes it more valuable. I don't know. This one's kind of neat. This pearl and abalone basket weave. Check that out. That might be pretty cool. What kind of knife is this? An exotic trapper. Okay. Over here we have a Teddy Roosevelt commemorative jumbo trapper. Well, that makes sense. It's Rough Rider after all. I like the name of this one, the Carnivore Jack. The Meat Eater's pocket knife. Huh. And then here we just have a bunch of bone knives, smooth bone, trappers, canoes, barlows, stockmans. So yeah, a lot of variety here. I would be tempted to go with the Carnivore Jack just for the name, but I kind of don't like that style where it's like two giant blades, one on either side. I'm tempted to go with the pearl and abalone basket weave, but I'm not huge into trappers. But I would get a huge trapper for the novelty. It's got all the obnoxious things, the file working, the decorations on the blade, so you can never really use it without ruining that. So why not? $40. Get an old Teddy Roosevelt commemorative knife. More Rough Rider up here. Classic G10. I like the looks of these. It's just like that green and tan look. Something about it. It's simple. It's refined at the same time. Here we have Patriot pocket knives. Some more artwork on the blades. The black and blue series. I have one of these. It might be the, yeah, I think I have the large moose version. They make it in a Congress too. I like it. It's got an interesting jigging pattern to it. It's sort of like a saw cut, but very raised. And it's a neat color, neat gradation. And then we have your classic carbon steel, black micarta. Nothing too special, really. And then you have your yellow composition, so probably Delrin or something. I think I would go with this Congress blade. I've actually been thinking recently, I don't have very many Congress knives in my collection. Matter of fact, I don't think I have any. I might have one somewhere downstairs, but I don't think so. So why not get it in a handle material that I know that I would enjoy? Done. $17. Marbles and more marbles. Okay, these are those classic hunting knife designs. Got an interesting looking one here. This is called the Skinner. It's a Ulu-ish look to it. This one's got an interesting handle. I'm not sure how comfy that is, but it says it has a brass end screw. Torched bone Bowie. The micarta hunter. That could be comfy with that kind of teardrop looking blade. More Bowies, and then we have an NWTF. What is that? The Modern Ideal Knife. NWTF. I know what WTF means. Oh, look at this one. The Wood Hunter. It's almost like a sharp finger blade. There's something about this knife that attracts me. It's like simple. Maybe it's the brass guard with the synthetic bone handle. I don't know. It's kind of neat. Well, if I had to go with any of these, I think I would go with the stacked leather Skinner. It's long and slender, and it looks like it would be very comfy in the hand. And it's not too big. 20 bucks. Okay, more Marbles knives. We have black stag bone pocket knives. These look pretty handsome. I dig. And then your orange G10. These are actually kind of neat looking too, not gonna lie. The big old lock back. So big you gotta space the handle material. Burlwood lock back. What's this? Is that metal? Yeah, that's a brass handle for 27 bucks. Get a big old brass handle. That's a good deal. And then just some random lockbacks. I'm probably going to go with something on this side. You know what? Let's try one of these orange ones. The orange G10. I got a bunch of knives in G10. And some of them are in orange. It's a look that I really like. How about the doctor's knife? Classic single blade doctor's knife. $13. And is there something written in the... Is that a shield? It says an inlaid shield, so I'm guessing that's the logo. Hard to see. Alright, I'm going to try to zoom through these next pages. I want this big fork thing. 30 bucks. I think I bought that ice pick. Got some old hickory classic knives, Victorinox, and ooh, I'm getting this one, the hamburger turner. It's just like a grill scoop. And Black Hills steel machetes, fixed blades, Frost Civil War style Bowies. Okay, so this looks like it's all Frost cutlery stuff, which is great. Love Frost cutlery stuff. And if I were to get any one of these, I'm trying to go quick here because I just realized this video is really dragging on. I suppose I would choose... Oh, I'll get the deer Skinner too. It's got that classic frost wood handle. Then we have a whole bunch of sharpening things. You know what? I've heard really, really good things about the Precision Adjust Sharpener, and I don't have one, and $60 is actually a pretty good deal. It does come with a couple of stones, so yeah, 60 bucks, that's not bad. I always thought these were way more money. Well, there's a bunch of different models, I guess, but yeah, I'll finally get a precision sharpener. Okay, we get to the order form, which means we're towards the end. Queen. Oh yeah, they talked about this on the cover. The Queen knives. The Jubilee series, I suppose. I'm assuming that's why that's here. Okay, so this is actually Queen City. These are not very expensive, but it is for the Queen. We have some synthetic abalone, synthetic pearl, some kind of saw cut synthetic bone. This one's neat. The Big Chief. An easy open slip joint folder, and it's got a bail on it. Kind of reminds me of a Mercator or a Duk Duk, but different. These look interesting. I like the little cutout there. That's unique. Is that a spade blade? It's just 4-inch closed red Delrin winter bottom bone. And then we got some trappers up here. Okay. What do I get, though? Yeah, I think I will go with this one. The Winter Bottom Bone easy open pocket knives. It looks like it could be, I don't know, a reverse tanto or a spade blade or something like that, but it's long and slender, and on the very back, some more of my queen. Excellent. These are fish scaling knives. Again, the Winterbottom Bone or Yellow Delrin. Oh, why not round off the collection with a Winterbottom Bone fishing knife. And that was it for the June catalog. A lot of cool stuff in here, a lot of new things, a lot of old things. Yeah, as always, that was fun. See you next month.